New this morning, an alert for women at UNM. Police tell us a woman there says a man groped her overnight, and this comes just about a week after another woman had said the same thing had happened to her.
Yeah, officers say this latest incident happened near Castetter Hall. It's on the southern part of the campus, right off of Central. To our News 13's David Romero is right now. David, what have you learned about all this?
Well, Matt, the biggest thing we need to pass along is for women who are on UNM campus in the dark hours to be on high alert. As you mentioned, this is already the second reported incident in about 2 weeks, under a 2 weeks time span. And of course, the latest what happened last night near Castetter Hall. That's on the southwest side of campus, and it's a very dimly lit area. So this is another reason why police say that women should be on high alert. The latest incident which happened last night, a woman told police that a man grabbed her and groped her. She described him as a white male wearing a red sweater, and of course the scene you should be looking at right now happened just after the incident, or rather captured just after the incident. And if you remember last week, a woman had a similar story. She said she was jogging near Johnson Field when two black men grabbed her and groped her. Now police are still trying to find whoever did that, and they say they should have more information about that this week, maybe as early as today. They still don't know if the two cases may be connected. That's one thing that they're looking into as part of the investigation. Again, we want to stress that any women on campus after dark should be on high alert until there's further information from police. Back to you.
All right, thank you for the very important information this morning, David. And you should know, because of all of this, UNM police are setting up a tip line. They're hoping to get more information about whoever is out there groping these women and about other crimes in general on campus. Now, this will not be anonymous. For that, you still need to call Crime Stoppers. That hotline is going to be up and running later this week. When it is, we will let you know and let you know the number. New for you this morning, a nasty crash early today in the Northeast Heights, the far Northeast Heights in Albuquerque. Take a look. This Mini Cooper nearly split in half. This is at Tennyson and San Antonio this morning. It's out near Tramway. You can see the guardrail literally dissecting the vehicle. This crash happened, at least before 4 o'clock this morning. Looks like that Mini Cooper was going east and then did not take a very sharp curve there very well. Now, interesting, police here have not been able to find whoever was driving the Mini Cooper. They were looking in the arroyo and in the area. As soon as we know something more, we will let you know. Well, money for your kids' schools and a controversial construction project. Plus, who's in charge of Albuquerque's public school board? Those are just two of the things you'll get to vote for today. The polls are open from 7 to 7. Remember, you can vote at any polling place in the county and get a list of them at our website, krqe.com. Click on news links.
The 15-year-old accused of killing his family in the South Valley is officially indicted on a number of charges. A grand jury indicted Nehemiah Griego on 5 first-degree murder charges yesterday. Investigators say he killed his mom and dad, a younger brother, and 2 little sisters last month. Prosecutors are charging him as an adult. Nehemiah is still being held in juvenile jail, and Nehemiah's family issued a statement about his indictment saying justice won't be served if Nehemiah is tried as an adult or is locked up in an adult prison. They believe pursuing adult sanctions against the teen is unjust and contrary to the victim's wishes. An Albuquerque City Councilor wants to move forward with plans to build a highway connecting Albuquerque to Rio Rancho to the West Mesa. Councilor Dan Lewis says he wants to reignite plans for the Paseo del Volcan highway. He says it's better to do it now before the population grows and the problem becomes similar to what is going on Coors Boulevard, where there's a lot of traffic congestion.
If you wait till the neighborhoods kind of fill in and then you come and try in and build a road like this, and having to acquire right-of-way that has been improved, it becomes more problematic.
The City Council voted to make it a priority last night. They'll now work with 2 other counties, the state and the federal government, to come up with the funds. This means they will have to figure out how much the 25-mile highway will cost to build.
In just a few hours, we should find out how roads and bridges here in New Mexico are doing. The National Federation of Independent Businesses will talk about the money the state needs to make sure it's meeting safety requirements. That'll be this morning up in Santa Fe. A nonprofit group called TRIP did the research for this study. Its goal is to make transportation better all across the country. Well, if you are looking for a job here in New Mexico, this, unfortunately, it's not the news you want to hear this morning. The latest employment numbers show we're the only state in all of the Southwest to lose jobs from December of 2011 to December of last year. In fact, we lost 3,200 in that time period. Governor Susana Martinez is blaming all of this on the state's economy, saying it's simply not diverse enough and that we depend too much on the federal government for jobs. She says that she has to go work with the legislators in the Roundhouse to make it easier for businesses to come here and stay here.
Right now, it is challenging. We have a high tax rate in our business tax. We also need to make sure that Texas and Colorado and Arizona, for example, who just reduced their business tax to 4.9, that we're competitive with them.
Well, Democrats have a different idea on how to create jobs. They want $97 million to go toward public works projects like construction here to get people back to work now. They're also pushing the film, technology, energy, and agriculture industries.
And the state tourism department wants the legislature to double its advertising budget from $2.5 million to $5 million. The tourism secretary says the new budget would allow them to carry out its New Mexico True marketing campaign to Chicago and California and better promote our fall and winter attractions. Governor Susana Martinez supports the full increase, while the Legislative Finance Committee recommends a $1.5 million increase. A study found the New Mexico True campaign has brought New Mexico $3 for every dollar spent. And two Senate Democrats in New Mexico introduced a bill Monday to raise the minimum wage statewide by $1. The bill from Senators William Solis and Richard Martinez would raise the rate to $8.50 an hour, which is what it is now in Albuquerque. The last statewide minimum wage hike was back in 2009 when it went from $6.50 to $7.50. Now, this new bill does not call for automatic annual increases.
Well, state legislator is taking dead aim at assault rifles here in New Mexico. Representative Stephen Easley here of Santa Fe has introduced a bill banning certain semi-automatic weapons and magazines that hold 10 or more bullets. The law would not affect people who bought assault rifles before July 1st and gun stores with shooting ranges. The president is asking Congress to approve the same kind of gun control laws for the whole country. It's a very hot debate right now. And if you have guns you want to get rid of, listen to this. Bernalillo County is about to start one of those gun buyback programs. You turn gun ins, you get Visa gift cards in return, no questions asked. Sheriff Dan Houston will talk about this program at 10:30 this morning. We'll be there and let you know what he has to say. By the way, I want to correct something we said earlier. We made a little mistake. The Lobos play at home tonight. We said they play at Colorado.